Hi everybody, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you for joining us as we take a look at your weekend weather forecast, the outlook for next week and even the weekend following that. Here is the current animated setup, and by the way, once again we've put on the air pressure side of the animated wind map. So the purpley blue area means low pressure and the white area means high pressure. So this is the developing subtropical low. Now it looks like it's coming straight in towards us, but you can actually see the track it's likely to take. It's going to go to the southeast, just very close to East Cape, but also fairly close to the upper North Island as it comes through across Saturday. So there's quite a bit to unpack here. Let's try and get into it. This is around about dawn on Saturday, about 6 a.m. Saturday morning. So you can see that low into the 990 hectopascal range. The heaviest rain is out here in the orange green area. So this is the side with the heaviest downpours, the southeastern quadrant. That will be brushing East Cape and Gisborne, and rainfall totals there could get up to rain warning criteria. At the moment it's about 50 millimeters and rain warnings kick in about 60. So this is getting pretty close to a rain warning as this starts to drop through. But as for these other areas, lots of questions coming in about Auckland and Waikato and Northland. Well, as you can see by dawn, most of the rain is just out at sea. But if we skip through into the afternoon, this is 5 o'clock in the afternoon, look at these northern areas. The main area of rain for the north is just hugging past Paihia, the Bay of Islands and Whangarei, and then coming down around Auckland. But a lot of this is out in the Hauraki Gulf. So it will be very close to the city itself. We'll see rainfall totals though, because of this pale blue, which indicates really just a risk. The chance of rain, or the totals of rain, are between 5 and 30 millimeters in those northern areas, where it's more like 50 millimeters or so out here into the eastern side because of this heavier rain. The winds are pretty strong as well, but look at this, dry for all those other places, and the South Island's got a pretty much dry Saturday on the way. And then by midnight Saturday, the low itself has deepened further. It's actually deepening, but it's tracking away from us. So the worst of the rain way out at sea. It is still raining around Gisborne and Hawke's Bay and maybe Waiata Upper, but this becomes what we call a reverse nor'wester. It's when the southeasterly blows over all the mountains and ranges, so by the time it reaches Auckland and Waikato and Northland and maybe parts of Bay of Plenty, it's a lot of cloud with just a few spits coming out of it. So it may not be quite so wet in the west, but there's certainly a chance, as you just saw, of some heavy rain coming through for the north of the country on Saturday, but it is in little pockets, surrounded by areas of dry and drizzle. Now we get to Sunday, and our low is still deep, it's still out to the east, and it still encourages a windy southeasterly flow across the country. So it'll be a bit cooler for the North Island across the weekend. Showers continue along the east of both islands as we head in towards Sunday. But look at this big high. This big high is rolling on in for Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday for just about the whole country. So next week is looking pretty settled. But let me give you one last map. This is 8 days from now, next weekend, and we could be dealing with yet another subtropical low where the highs this time play a role of holding it all up and slowing it down. So it is one to keep an eye on both this weekend and next weekend, although hopefully this weekend won't be too bad. That is all from me. Hopefully I get the voice all sorted by next week. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and we'll catch you back on Monday.